So I accidentally missed a transfer for the first time, and it was pointed out to me by one of my subscribers, who was Bradley Dearnley, something like that. But he said that Adama Diakhaby had signed. That's a very, very, very hard name to pronounce. But he signed from Monaco for Huddersfield. So thank you so much for pointing that out. I really missed it. I didn't see it at all. One thing, Brighton have signed Percy Tau. I won't be covering him simply because he's gone back out on loan. So I won't be doing a video on him. But this is a signing that has taken place. I would imagine it's Diakhaby, or Diakhaby is how it's pronounced. But he is a attacking player. He can play up front. He can play as an attacking midfielder, and he can also play on the wing. And as has been pointed out before, Huddersfield really struggled to score goals last season, which was a huge, huge problem. So let's have a look. So Mounier got 7, Depoitre got 6 Premier League goals, and that was it. That was as high as it went. And then you've got 4, 3, 2, 1, 1. So they really struggled to score goals. They scored 28, which is the same as Swansea. So they were lucky that they stayed up. Really, I mean, they had minus 30 goal difference, so they really struggled. With goals. They didn't score many times more than 2. So they scored 4 against Watford, and they scored 3 against Crystal Palace, obviously on the opening day of the season. But besides that, they only scored 2, 1 or no goals. So that is something that needs to be addressed, and Wagner has gone out and signed this lad who hasn't exactly been successful over in France, but he has, he's played in France, he's played at Rennes, and he has played at Monaco, scoring 6 times in 50 appearances, which is very good. He has also played 4 times for the French under-21s, and he can also, if he wants to, play for the Senegalese team, so that's maybe something that he's interested in. But once again, they look like they need to strengthen that sort of, even if he produces a few goals from that sort of attacking midfield role, at least he'll be giving something, and that's really, really important, because they need to start scoring goals. He's played in Europe as well as playing in Ligue 1, and this is what Huddersfield manager had to say. I'm very happy he has signed for the club. He is a very hungry young player with a strong desire to succeed in England. He's still learning. He's just 22, and he already has many qualities that we are looking for. He is a direct player who is comfortable with the ball at his feet, with genuine pace, and it suits our style. So one player that seems to be on his way out of Huddersfield is Tom Ince. He has been linked with a move away back into the Championship. Obviously, they signed him last summer, and he's been linked with a move to Stoke. And Stoke have Gary Rowett in charge, who was at Derby when Ince was sold, so maybe it'd be a replacement for that. I have no idea, but yeah. So I guess I don't think this will be the only player they will be looking for in those attacking roles. They've signed a lot of centre backs, midfield. One midfielder, centre back, right back. They signed Sobey, but that's about it when it comes to that attacking option. So maybe they will try and get a few more through the door before the season kicks off, which obviously the day before the season starts, the window shuts, so they need to get stuff done very quickly before, because if you, for example, Crystal Palace, they had a terrible start, and they obviously went out and signed a few players at the end. Obviously that didn't help, but they lost 3 in a row, and they did make a few more signings. So that option isn't available to any of the teams. The option to go out and after a few games think, we're really struggling for goals, or our goalkeeper isn't what we thought it was. they won't have that option, and nor will any of the other clubs. So it's really, really important at this stage to, make signings that you need and, not risk it. So, they struggled, and then Palace bought Mamadou Sakho for £26 million. Like a couple of weeks later, De Boer was sacked, but that's got nothing to do with Huddersfield. So they probably could do with another couple, maybe. But it's all about trying to stay out once again, which would be a phenomenal achievement. I can remember, obviously, Huddersfield, not so long ago, they were in League One. I think they won a penalty shootout to get into the Championship. I could be wrong. But, they have done absolutely fantastic to be where they were. And, it's amazing to see what they did. Yeah, they beat Sheffield United on penalties, with the winning goal scored by Alex Smithies. So yeah, I remember them playing Hereford and and looking very good. But what they have done is phenomenal, and every single side that is that sort of between like Accrington and a little bit bigger. That is the dream. The dream is Huddersfield. The dream is Bournemouth, but more Huddersfield because obviously they've done it without that huge backing that Bournemouth have had. But it's a dream of every single side to become a Premier League side like they have done, and which they have done fantastically well. So another signing through the door at Huddersfield. Thank you so much for telling me. Thank you so much for watching this video. Subscribe if you're new. Like this video if you enjoyed it. My name is Mike, and I will see you soon.